in what has been quaintly dubbed, Happy Thanksgiving, on Truth Social. The former president once again unleashed on what he describes as the racist incompetent Attorney General of New York State, Letitia Peekaboo James, the radical left Trump-hating judge, a Psycho Arthur Engoron, and his politically biased corrupt campaign finance violator, Chief Clerk Alison Greenfield. Hours earlier, a court security official said Mr. Trump's violation of the case Gag Order had led to Justice Arthur Engoron and his staff facing hundreds of serious and credible threats. When Mr. Trump violated Gag Orders, number of threatening, abusive and belittling messages increased. According to Wednesday's filing, supporting judges' dissent against Gag Order stay. Important points: Trump struggles to get into the holiday spirit by downplaying Thanksgiving mailer. Trump's trial court filled with credible death threats and anti-Semitic abuse. Fani Willis enters courtroom in Trump election interference case. Former Trump Organization executive resigns during trial. Testimony 2200. Alex Woodward anti-Semitic and homophobic messages were sent to the judge and chief clerk overseeing Donald Trump's case, according to a state court filing this week. A filing in support of New York Justice Arthur Engoron's dissent to freeze on a gag order in case includes statement from the court's top security official, who said former president had garnered hundreds of threats, dismissive and abusive comments, and anti-Semitic messages following his harassment. Federal prosecutors, who are seeking a separate gag order, shared those threats with federal appeals court judges who will decide whether Mr. Trump should be gagged in his election interference case. But on Friday, the former president's lawyers dismissed those threats as irrelevant. 2130. Alex Woodward, the wife, a Republican politician in Iowa, has been convicted of dozens charges related to a 2020 voter scheme aimed at putting her husband in office. Phuong Taylor had absentee ballots cast on behalf of voters who did not allow her to do so. He was convicted on 52 in all, including 26 providing false information in registration and voting, 23 of voter and 3 ulently registering to vote. The Independent's John Bowden has more. Latest Trump lawyers continue to fight federal gag order 2100. Alex Woodward Days after federal appeals court panel grilled Trump's legal team over their opposition a gag order election interference case in Washington, D.C. His lawyers returned letter to court clerk blast both gag order and case itself, while they dismissed the death threats in the New York case as irrelevant. They accused special counsel Jack Smith of bringing an inflammatory, unlawful indictment against Trump, making false and misleading statements about him, and leading classified information to harm him. Both the indictment and the gag order represent an unconstitutional attempt to silence President Trump. It is clearly